If you are a business owner or you are a seasoned entrepreneur, you know that marketing and selling is always core of the business. If you stop marketing and stop selling, you know what happens. And you are not alone. Today, I have Petter-Erik Nyvoll with me. He is a sales and marketing coach and business strategist. Please help me welcoming Peter. Welcome, Peter.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited for this. So yeah, I look forward for this chat with you. And thank you for
Peter,
doing what you're doing and doing this interview and sharing it with other entrepreneurs. You're doing a great job.
thank you. Peter, let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
So I'm living in Vietnam. I'm from Norway, and I started this business I'm running now. I started online business when I'm teaching sales and marketing to coaches, consultants, and info entrepreneurs. So everyone have a knowledge they want to sell online. And what happened is we went to Caribbean for some years ago, me and my girlfriend, and when we was there for like 3 weeks and just walking on the beach and working from the beach just to with a friend and a business partner of us. And we come home to Norway and it was like snowing and cold. And after a week, my girlfriend said, "Hey, we can't live in Norway anymore." And on that time, I was like thinking about starting up a new business because I could talk more about that. But I come from my last company before what I'm doing now went bankrupt. So I want to start a company where I could live and work from everywhere. And that's why I come up with the idea to do online marketing. So I think like just Eric Edmeets is the guy. He's from Canada, by the way, who I was visiting. He's also a world-class speaker. And I think he in a way inspired me to go this direction, but also there's many digital marketers. I know that Frank Kern inspired me to do this, and back in time I also had done a lot with Tony Robbins. So I think like Tony Robbins gave me these tools that believing in that everything is possible. So yeah, so there is many why inspired me to go where I'm now. And I'm really happy that I took the choice back in 2017 to start online business. Today, I have a team on 15 people, and we are people all over the world working for us. So yeah, and also this freedom, like freedom to work from everywhere, is something that really helped me. Yeah.
Wonderful. What are top three mistakes to avoid in marketing and selling?
Oh, I think like mistake number one that many do wrong is like they are so afraid to target down their niche, and so to have a really to take an expert feel. I think like in one of the most important thing with doing online marketing or doing marketing today, there is so many of us coaches in sales and marketing. So if you don't take a target niche and take a audience and also really work with who are you, what make you special, how can you deliver a message to other and others, like so you attract the right people. I think that's mistake number one. Mistake number two is like I think this is a fun because many sales nor many coaches around the world, they're coaching because they want to help people. And when you are coaching, you're asking questions and trying to figure out what is their problem in life and and figure out how they want to have it. So it's like it's a way of asking question and figuring and helping them to see what they answering the question by themselves. And when it comes to sales, I think it's fun because coaches come into a sales position and they try to sell their products. But instead of continuing and asking good questions and figuring out what they need help with, they turn into a sales machine, and they don't want to be a pushy salesperson. And pushy salesperson is someone who is trying to convince someone to buy from them. I don't believe in convincing. I believe that if you ask great question and you figure out if the client or the potential person you're selling to have a problem you can solve, then they will figure out that this is right for them by themselves. So that was 2. 3, if we talk about if we're talking about coaches and consultants, I think it's pricing yourself too low, not valuing what they're bringing into the table. Like if you're a coach and consult, it's like, and you have a whole life with experience behind you. You should price yourself and value your services, and not try to compete with everyone else on price. Just bring the value to the table, and people will pay for it.
Thank you. What is your greatest failure story? And what did you learn from it? And how did you recover from it?
So I already mentioned that in 2015, I went bankrupt, or a company. We had around 10 people working for us. And we reached like around 1 million or $1.2 million in revenue per year before we went bankrupt. And I also reached 1 million around that mark before in a business I had. And I figure out that I'm not a manager. I'm an entrepreneur. I can do sales and marketing, but trying to manage a team is nothing I'm good at. I'm not that person. So what happened before, one of the reasons we went bankrupt is like I am really good at sales and marketing, and I built up a sales team with 3-4 people. And when I looked at the numbers after we went bankrupt, I was selling for the same amount that 3-4 salespeople was doing. So I took myself out from the position like is sales and marketing and figuring out things to being like doing the daily operation. So one thing that what I've done differently now and what I learned from that, it's I have a CEO. So I hired a CEO when I reached around $1 million again. So that's one of the learning. I think also from that time when I went bankrupt, there was so many who want to help me, but I didn't feel like, oh, I can show them how bad it's going now. So I just annoyed asking or asking for help or taking help from people who want to help me. I also think this is so important for entrepreneurs that sometimes we have people around us that want to help us. And if you just ask, even if you don't have money, there is always someone who can help you with what you're struggling with. So, and also with this bankruptcy, I was so afraid before we declared the company bankrupt, because I felt like, oh, I will lose all my credibility. No one will trust me anymore. It was like all these things was going around in my head. But what I figured out, just be open and honest. And I have been really open and honest about this story with all people. They just trust me even more. And also I felt like I took it too serious to be an entrepreneur before. Today I'm playing more like a game. It's fun. It's like playing on your computer. There is like, and being an entrepreneur is always to reach the next level. And to reach the next level, it's I think it's like you need to change something and do something differently. So my way of reaching the next level is to figure out someone who have been there before and are one step ahead of me, and teaching and learning from them. So that's also how I said asking for help. There is always someone who has done it, and asking for help instead of trying to figure out things by my own. It's so much easier. Sometimes it's maybe costs money to have a mentor, have something to ask, but still, I think that's one of the best investment we can do like entrepreneur. Figure out someone who had walked the way before us and are one step ahead of us, and asking them for help. So yeah.
Wonderful. What are your top 3 success secrets that others can follow?
I think I already start to say something about it, but one secret, it's like Yeah, go out from your comfort zone. If someone are if someone are giving you advice that you should do things differently, don't think about no, I tried it before, or no, that will not work for me. I think like being open to new ideas and trying out new things. That's one of the secrets that I'll share. Like trying out things because you never know if it will work or not in your business before I tried it out. And if someone had success with it, maybe you can have it also. But like having this mindset about no, that will not work for me. That's something. So that's something that many are missing out on. Um, I think also what I already said. Don't think about your business is your life, because your life is your life and your business is beside. So sometimes we just take this entrepreneurship or this company we are building so serious, so it become like more like a stress. But having fun, enjoying the process, do something you love, and also continuing with it, and don't be afraid of failing. I think that's one of the things. If you are too afraid of failing, you just take things too serious. So for me, like my business or what I'm building now go much better than it did before. And it's also, I'm not like, if shit happen, it's okay. It's like, it's still, I have friends, I have my girlfriend, I have a life, I have everything around me. So it's not like, so just separate your entrepreneurship with your life is also something that is success stories. And also, of course, um, this is all about believing yourself, believing in your own product, and believing that you're bringing value to the table, and trust that you are doing that, and know that yeah. I think that's three things.
Wonderful. What is the most impactful business book you read, and what did you learn from it?
So the last, if I look at the two, there is many business book I read, but one who really impacted me a lot was Traction with Gino Wickman. I think I have the cover here. So yeah, I think you can see it there. Traction with Gino Wickman. And this is a book based on Gino Wickman created something called the Entrepreneurial Operating System. And that's a system to how you run your business. Like it's like a ground on how to run a business. When if you want to scale and if you want to grow. And as I already told, is like I had this 10 or 1 million mark in my head, like I need to go over it. And what I didn't have before was a structure and a system and how to do procedures and all these things in my business. So Traction is a book will help you to create your values, help you to create your vision, help you to just have a system on how to run meetings, how to get traction in your business, like going to the next level, and also focusing on the right thing. There is so easy to be distracted with all these ideas and all this thing with being entrepreneur, because we are creative. We always want to do something more. So having this system really helped me, and it's an amazing book. It's something I recommend to every entrepreneur out there. It's like it will change your life if you read it. So yeah.
Peter, we are entering into a round which is quick questions and quick answers. And are you ready for it?
I'm ready for it.
Okay. What do you want to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for really helping people out there that are entrepreneurs, that helping them to reach their goals and success, and also being a great human being. Like really, yeah, that's what I want to be remembered for.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I will never grow up.
That's amazing. How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
Um, what do you mean with that question? Like, can you explain what you want?
When you have a challenge, how do you recompose yourself? How do you react? How do you respond to that?
So I'm thinking like I'm having this thing with myself. It's something as if I get a challenge in life, I'm thinking like someone are testing me. So I need to don't be defended or starting to think negative. I just need to move on and thinking like I need to face this challenge. I need to come through it. So I'm thinking like someone is testing me. They're testing if I am a real entrepreneur, if I'm a real person that can do it. And if I lay down and start to cry, it's like I'm not passing the test. So I just need to stand up, step up, go out there and do the next thing. So yeah.
What are you grateful for today?
I'm grateful that I'm living like 100 meters from a beach. I can wake up and go and swim in the ocean. I'm living in a really beautiful place here in Vietnam, and I have a happy family around me. So yeah.
Once you have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant others?
Um, I think like if I get a revenue generating ID, take a talk with myself to see if this is just another ID because I get IDs all the time. So I try to figure out if this is something I should move on with. And if I want to move on it, I go to my CEO and my girlfriend and start to talk with them. And if this is something I really want to do, I convince them with all my talking pattern, all the talking I can do, and trying to convince them to do it. So yeah, and try it out. I'm like it's like I said, there is always ideas that doesn't work, but I always want to try things out. It's like try it in a small scale before you go out there and do it big.
Who is your living mentor, and what is the impact? How they impacted your life?
So my mentors now it's Todd Brown, who is a marketing guy from US. I think he impacted my life in the way of really being real and true with doing marketing messages. You don't need to scam people. You don't need to be that. It's just to be real and true. And also, it's not like a mentor, but I also Gino Wickman in the entrepreneurial operating system have really changed my mind of how to build a business.
Can you introduce your first mentor for the interview purpose?
My first mentor,
The mentor
Todd,
Todd Brown.
Todd Brown, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you. How
Todd
do you
Brown.
start your day?
I normally start my day with waking up and having a workout session. I wake up like 5:30 in the morning and I put on some training workout clothes and I go out and do swimming or strength training or something like that. It's a really good start on the day to do that the first thing.
Why is being impactful important to you?
Um, I don't know if it's impactful, it's important for me, but what is important for me is like I don't think I'm a superhuman in any way. I don't think I am a more marketing skills than anyone else. But what is important for me is to go out there and show people what is possible. Because I think there's so many people who are better than me and could have more success, but they're sitting home and not doing anything. They don't take action. So for me, it's more like showing there is a way to do things without having the best skills and resources to reach it. Yeah, to go there.
Who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is someone who have business today, a coaching or consulting business that they're physical, so they do and go and do the coaching physical, and they want to turn this around to have more freedom in life and also see if they can deliver the product in other ways, so they can work more from where they are coming. But it need to be someone who have a business and know how to know how to run a business.
What is the advice you will give to younger yourself?
Uh, be more patient, ask for help, um, niche down what you're doing. You don't need to do too many things on the same time.
What would you say about your guest experience on the show today?
It's great question. It's like, and again, thank you for doing this. There is so many entrepreneurs who need to get some ideas and get inspired. So you're really a great mentor, and using time on this and doing it for free for people is really amazing. So thank you again for inviting me. It was a pleasure to be here, and also thank you for doing this for others entrepreneurs.
How can we support you?
Um, so if you see it down there now, my webpage is awesome.com. And so you can go in there if you want to know more about our program or how we can help you. You can also book a free call with me if you're interested to get some marketing tips or how to build a business tips. We're doing this for free, a 1 hour strategy session. And also see how I can help you to move to the next level.
What would you say as a final word?
I think like go out and screw up and have fun with it, and don't take your life and business too serious. It's like do something. It's like just don't sit there and wait for it. I think there is so one of the things that I'm seeing, we start we are waiting for the perfect time to do something and to just get enough knowledge. What I'm seeing, you never know what will sell and market before you're testing it out. So just sitting there and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking to do how to do the next step doesn't work. Go out there and try it out. Fail more. It's like last year was my best year, like in business ever, and I never failed so much as I did last year. But I failed, and I figured out really fast that this was the wrong direction, and I changed it. So I figured out the right way. So I think do that. It's like, and have fun.
Thank you, Peter, for your time and wisdom sharing with us. And on the behalf of Entrepreneur Empowerment Club and our entire team, we really appreciate you. Until next time, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.